Six Nations rugby, folks. England versus France. What an absolute belter of a game. Best game of the international season so far. Hopefully we get a few more of these. A 1.79th minute winner, spoiler alert, for England. To come back and take the game. Or France throw the Six Nations wide open. We've now got France and England sitting on top with 6 points. Ireland and Scotland in second on 5 points. Obviously, one of those is going to take some more points tomorrow. But this is what we love about the Six Nations. This ability for these one-off games to swing the whole competition in a different direction. A lot of Southern Hemisphere fans clicking into the Six Nations in the format. We'll want to see this happen in the Rugby Championship. This is what we want in the Rugby Championship. To get these very, very close games which could decide a championship either way. So, great performance today from both France and England. Let's have a look at the game. So it started pretty messy. France bombed a number of early opportunities. You had Pinot dropping multiple balls. You had Dupont, the supposed GOAT, dropping a relatively easy pass with an open line there. But from all the chaos, we actually got our first try. Again, it comes from a messy play. Movaka trying to throw a reverse pass out the back, which goes to absolutely nobody. But Dupont, being the player that he is, scoops it up, throws a beautiful ball back inside, and then Pinot puts a nice little kick through for Biel-Berry. Pinot over time has been maybe regarded more of a finisher. Him and Biel-Berry are creating quite the partnership, playing off of each other, setting each other up. He's setting up more tries for Biel-Berry than other players in the French team. So Pinot doing really well. They're putting a nice kick through, and France going up 7-0. At that point, you might have thought that was very, very easy for France to break through England there. But England actually did well to come back, get concerted phases. We see a Lawrence turnover. We see a Smith break. And they work their way down into the French 22. And right on the 35th minute, England pressuring the line. It's a bit messy again. Some passes get spilled, but eventually Lawrence picks up the scraps and puts a big don't argue fend on Thomas Ramos and goes in under the posts. Smith converts 7-all, and that's what we take into the sheds at halftime. Right after the break, we get 2 Thomas Ramos penalties, putting France in the lead by 6 points. Then on 57 minutes, some concerted play by England sees Finn Smith putting in a lovely little chip kick right up to the line, and Tommy Freeman, developing into an excellent aerial player, goes up, nabs it out of the air above Biel-Berry, and manages to score the try. Now, England going forward with Freeman, when Feo Waboso comes back, they're going to have quite a strength in terms of the aerial play. Both of those players are really good in the air. Marcus Smith and Finn Smith both seem to be really good at cross kicks and finding that space. So that should be a weapon for England going forward. Then France coming back into the game with Damien Penaud running off Biel-Berry this time, providing distributor for him, edging up towards the all-time try scorer for France. Biel-Berry and Penaud connecting again. Biel-Berry providing the last pass for Penaud to go over in the corner. 18-12, France. Then it was England's turn to come back with a line-out drive, eventually seeing the babyface assassin Finn Baxter barge his way over. Game seesawing back and forth at this point. Wonderful to see, wonderful to watch. We next had Biel-Berry running in a try in the corner. Again, Damien Penaud. Huge in the lead up to that try, putting another little kick through. England really struggled with the little kicks that France were putting through, particularly from Penaud. He regathered that, went on another run up further upfield, and then managed to reset, and the ball eventually got out to Biel-Berry, who put France back in the lead. And then our final minute stunner, Elliot Daly, in the 79th minute, from an English attack, breaking the line open. And then we have our match winner in the 79th minute. And Daly eventually gets the ball in a hole, and he finishes it in the tackle of Dupont. That takes it to 24-25. And then Finn Smith, no kick, trying to run the clock down as much as possible to end the game. But England wouldn't need to run the clock out as they regather the restart and then kick it into touch. full time, 26-25 to England. Having a look at our top performers in the match, which is what we like to do here at Rugby 101. Finn Smith got the man of the match, which I thought was a little bit interesting. He had a good game. He had some nice try assists. But when we look at the stats, Marcus Smith really was the one who did a lot of the attacking play for England. 13 carries for 131 metres. That was the game high carries and metres run. Ramos also had a huge game in terms of carries and run meters. He was second, but he had the top carries with 121 meters made there. A couple of line breaks, which was the top alongside Freeman and Pinot. We had a couple of tries there for Freeman and Pinot as well. Biel Barry getting the game high 2 there. We also had 12 carries, and he was third with meters run at 93. When we get down into the tackling side of things, the defensive side of the game, Tom Willis had a massive match, 16 tackles at 100%. Now that's massive in terms of an international game. You know, normally you'd be somewhere around the 80-90% mark, but to be 100% and be the top tackler by some way, that is exceptional. And then if we go down and look at offloads and turnovers, Freeman, 3 offloads and a turnover, made tackles, made line breaks, made meters, scored tries. So I think for all-around game, my man of the match would be Tommy Freeman. Okay, that's all we've got for you here at Rugby 101. What did you guys think of the game? Did you think that Finn Smith was a deserved player of the match? Do you think any of the selection policies that England made had good effect? What do the teams do for the next round coming up?